Since September 2023, these Nigerians left the motherland to pursue different degrees in the United Kingdom under the Chevening and Commonwealth scholarships. Now they are back to put what they have learned to good use for their country. The British Deputy High Commissioner, Mr. Johnny Baxter, welcomes these outstanding scholars.
I spoke to you when you were leaving about, as Boma has said, returning particularly, and returning to contribute to your chosen field and returning to contribute to Nigeria. And it is brilliant to see you back. And I've already started hearing from a few of you what your plans are. And I'm looking forward to hearing from more of you what your plans are. And it's always a pleasure to see alumni here who are contributing in so many and such significant ways to Nigeria.
The scholars' research areas range from education and healthcare to sustainable development and technology. Their work has the potential to address some of the country's most pressing challenges.
As a practitioner, I simply want to be contributing to the realistic practice of what it means to create an energy base that also saves the environment. It's as simple as that for me.
It was a great learning experience to not just learn from educators that were just lecturers. They were actively practicing in the industry, and I think it was a privilege for me to be around them, to learn from them. But it was also quite symbiotic because they did respect the fact that I was coming from somewhere different, and my exposure to performance art was very different from what they were teaching because it was very Western. And so there was a level of respect for my experience as well, which I really appreciated. And I did finish with a distinction.
When I got to England, courtesy of Chevening, I actually had a different perspective. Yes, I now have a template, a mental template of how system should work and on how to channel and strategize my advocacy going forward.
Mr. Johnny Baxter says even though the UK has given this opportunity, every country has its own challenges which can be overcome with the right mindset.
The grass is not always greener on the other side. And it may sound really strange that someone in my position is in some ways pleased to talk about tough things that have happened in my country. But I think it makes sense, because I know that many of you will have lived through, particularly if you were in Lagos, will have lived through some pretty tough events in Lagos in recent memory as well. And I'm sure that over time there will always be things that slightly shock us that happen in our own countries. But it's worth remembering that those things can happen anywhere in the world. And the key question is how a country deals with it, how a country responds, and how a population responds.
The Chevening and Commonwealth scholarships are prestigious awards that recognize exceptional academic talent and leadership potential. The next few weeks, months, or years will tell the impact the education in UK will have on these scholars and the nation. Layo Olarinde, Channels Television News.